Hey guys, welcome to yet another Battleblood commentary. Yeah, these videos are just going to be pumped out as fast as possible. Try to speed through this. So anyways, as mentioned before, we're going to see Tristan Winterbreeze a lot. Actually, this is the second time we're going to see him. There's about 2 more times after this, I believe. But we're once again facing against him and Anna Fairyblossom. And they used to be former teammates, but then due to some personal just some personal things that they're not anymore. And Tristan, we haven't seen him still to this day. So if anyone has any idea, please comment down here. I mean, he's been really fascinated by the way that Perfect Catch is played, and he's just been a really great sport about it all, and he's definitely looking for his own team to try things out with too. But we don't know where he is either, so I guess we'll have to run into someone who knows him, or hold up like a sign or something like they do at the airport and hope he just sees it someday. Anyways, we see that they have 2 different storm shields on Anna, so we're gonna go ahead and try to get rid of those right away. Force these players not to feel so secure, because if they're secure enough, they'll start blading, they'll start hitting us. So we need them to worry more defensively about their life player. So even though Fallon won't be ready to hit, I can act as an extra. I'm basically a stunner, but or an extra damage dealer as an elemental school. Meanwhile, they are gonna start hurting Fallon right here. I mean, throwing off attacks already and taking her down into the half-life zone. So they're putting a lot of pressure on our lowest life player right now. Tristan putting up blades, so they're prepping for some hits. We know, okay, he might be blade stacking, and now Aaron did a really nice job right there, putting that stun shield on top of Anna, preventing any surprises coming in at her. So we're gonna go ahead and start attacking back, and basically I'm playing a entangle on top of Anna to prevent her from entangling Cass, and also to stop any types of heals that may come up. She did put up a guiding light, but that'll be eaten up by the sprightly, so that's okay. She'll actually recover from whatever damage we throw at her, but that's alright. So anyways, we're going to try to put up some absorbs, protect Fallon right now, because if that ice player hits, if Tristan hits, it's going to hurt her for Fallon. So here we go, preventing her from blading up or shielding. There's the life dispel coming out of nowhere. So instead of Anna, it came from Aaron on the Cassandra, but she's already used it. So now it's all a matter of getting rid of it. Meanwhile, Tristan putting up a critical bubble. We know, okay, he's a hitter. If those 3 players put more blades on top of Tristan plus an ice bubble, it's going to hurt a lot. So Fallon's going to go ahead and try to break off that blade right away. Again, Storm player Fallon doing a really nice job displaying what a Storm player can do utility wise. And this is basically a way that, in a way, she's saving us from extra, I think 45% or 40% damage right there, disarming Tristan like that. And now he's actually got to play into that plague. I mean, not that plague, that Nova weakness. Even more shields being placed on to Anna right here. She has an extra 20% resistance for the next few rounds. And Tristan's going to go ahead and try to kick that off, but we know, now he doesn't have his blade now. So much for hitting into that weakness. So here's another plague that I've got in hand, wondering if anyone else can play something. Can we play a melt of some sort? I have a melt. Ronan's going to go ahead and stun all these players and basically remove the stun shield. Oh no, he's actually switching to a stun shield for himself. Adding extra protection against any stuns of some sort. And I'm going to try to weaken these players again. Fallon's going to do the stun. Remove the stun shield. So that opens up. I mean, Anna, wasn't protected by Storm necessarily, so went ahead and used that. Gonna put her teammates in some danger right now and prevent the other 3 players from attacking. So Tristan, with the vengeance bubble up, was able to be stopped. So he's got to put it up for 1 round. Now he has to sit through it for about 2 rounds right now. Technically he has to use it on the 3rd round or the very last round itself. So here goes infection from Anna, trying to build up her pips as best as possible, all the meanwhile trying to affect Cass's heals of any sort. And so Tristan is on the third round of his vengeance right there. He's about to lose it in a few more rounds. Now we're able to stop, and you know what? I can stop Anna now. She doesn't have that stun shield any longer, and Ronan's going to be able to hit. We're going to try to knock out the first player, especially take out his pips, but not enough right there. So just doing as much damage as we can, and basically build up pits between all of our players on Perfect Catch's side. And gonna dispel her right here, in case I mean this cast assuming that I would not be able to if I fizzled basically, then Anna would be able to move and heal her allies. So here comes the Frost Giant. We'll take out the balance player. So he's, or I mean, yeah, the frontal balance player. So he is going to lose his pips right now. Meanwhile, I mean, so much damage incoming to the other players. They've done some great preparation, but as you can see, you know, thankfully for those storm bats, it left Anna wide open still, not being able to play enough shields, and I mean, yeah, not the other players not being able to play enough shields because they were worried more about on offensive. So we were wondering, okay, does Tristan have, you know, what kind of amulet does he have? And it turns out it was the crafted ice blade or so. So they're gonna bombard us with some AoEs right here. We take out the first player, and that's all we need. He's been protecting Anna a lot, so it's gonna be, so basically this group is a balance, life, fire, ice. So they're a mixed team, kind of like Perfect Catch, and so we knew, okay, this is gonna be a pretty fun match. Anna's, as from what I know as of today, that Anna is just a great life player. She is very great. She is very skilled at conserving pips, and turns out we've been actually an active counter to them. So as you can see, a little icy hot going around here, the ice tick and the fire tick. Ronan's gonna blade himself up. I'm gonna stop Tristan from hitting us with a storm, with a frost giant. The only thing that'll stop that is a cleanse, unless Fallon is able to cover that up with like a plague of some sort. And I don't know if we actually realize, you know, these players have actually carried cleanses, or they've, you know, started adapting to our style of play. But anyways, gonna prevent Tristan from being able to stun us. None of us have convictions up or stun shields, so this melt, it has to count, otherwise he'll be able to stun next. So played that on him. That supposedly may stop the stun, or a potential stun, that is. And we're going to go ahead and prevent her from healing as well. Don't let her play a unicorn. Don't let her play a rebirth. She's doing an area heal of some sort. Pyro's going to live. He's going to toss the meteor out, try to do some extra damage. They've got all these ticks all around us. Very offensive. Very offensive retaliation right here, as opposed to defensive, where he could play maybe smoke screen. So then we're uncertain on our spells, and it'll give them more security in what they can play. Anyways, Tristan will play into that, so he was gonna go try to frost giant us to stun us right there as well, but we've stopped that. So now Anna is still susceptible to any infections, any kind of entangles. The more players in front of a life wizard, if the life wizard is the very last player, the harder it is to prevent heals, because you have 3 players that can play a potential cleanse to remove and dispels and whatnot. So still, if your team is a very active group, you can play up an entangle and then stack on, you know, a bunch of debuffs, such as more infections, weaknesses, and 3 players in front will not be able to cleanse that life player going last. You know, they'll be, but you have to have your first player play an entangle first, and then 3 debuffs on top to block it off, block off any potential cleanses. So anyways, as you can see, they're playing. She's playing pretty conservatively with her pips, very safely, and they're doing their best now. They're actually shielding her up at this point, so it's no longer about who knocking out players or knocking out their life player necessarily. So now we're just gonna try our best to knock out Brian. We're looking for some potential ways to stop Anna's heals. But you know what? This kill is also just as great. Even though if she does manage to get a heal off, like a rebirth and critical and whatnot, at least we've taken out the dead or the pyromancer's stun blocks. I mean, that's the main goal right here. I mean, sure, we're not going to spell her, we're not going to infect her, but that's okay, because even if she criticals again, as I said, it we're trying to get rid of the stun shield off of them without having to throw out so many pips out for Earthquake at this point. So again, perfect catch, adapting to a new style of play, adding a new type of concept, as in we'll get rid of the stun shields through death, rather than blast out 6 pips all the time. So anyways, Cassandra criticals. Anna does block that. Unfortunately, Pyromancer is going to go down, even though he'll block it. Those sprightly ticks will be gone too. So it's another concept, getting rid of any kind of temporary benefits for that player. Getting rid of shields, blades, sprightly ticks, and stun blocks. So even if they can be revived, you can get rid of some extra heals. You can actually mold the game to actually play in your style in the long run. Had he stayed alive, had the Pyromancer stayed alive with two sprightly ticks, we would have to deal about from about 200 to about 400 hit points of recovery on him, plus any of his resists, plus any of Anna's heals. So as you can imagine, that'd be really difficult. She does get that rebirth out, but that's okay. He can be immobilized the next turn if need be. So he's going to end up playing his pips. There you go, the meteor coming out. So he died, but he came back to life thanks to Anna, and he's going to be able to toss out that attack. So, nice play on their part. Tristan, very self-sustained by that sprightly pit. And here we go. See, now instead of the Pyro having 2 sprightly ticks, he only has 1. Only got 99 right now, so that's okay. He's got about whatever heal that returned him to, plus the 400 absorbed, plus the sprightly tick. Well, it's better than having 2 sprightly ticks or 3 sprightly ticks on top of him at this point. So it was a pretty necessary move to have Cassandra throw out her pips like that. Ronan also attacking, and though we're in the orange zone and whatnot, they're gonna have to worry about Fallon, who has 600 hit points left. If this life player hits with the Forest Lord, it may take out Fallon if Tristan hits as well. So she's gonna shield up herself at this point and disallow any kind of combos. I think I'm playing the Entangle on top of Anna to prevent that Forest Lord, potential Forest Lord, or a potential heal. Anyways, Cassandra gonna go ahead and get rid of the infection herself with that cleanse. So again, cleanse a really great spell, not only to self-sustain, not only to remove for allies, but to also remove for yourself, thereby self-sustaining. And anyways, she's gonna play that infection, or no, she's gonna play that plague, trying to reduce as much damage from us as possible. But that only tells me, hey, I can play an empower to get rid of that. But Pyro doing a nice job removing Ronan's stun block and stunning the rest of us. So now they're giving Anna some breathing room, but she does have that entangle on top of her. So Aaron will have to cleanse that off unless Ronan can block it with a Nova weakness. And that can block a cleanse from Aaron over to Anna. So we're seeing, does he have any? Nope. We're going to instead prevent the ice player from being healed, and if he hits us, he'll hit his teammates instead and stun them instead of stunning Ronan. So went ahead and beguiled him. We don't want him taking out Fallon. We don't want these players hitting all together like a critical sandstorm. and then a wand, maybe an extra wand kick from the Pyro, or a Fire Elf on the Fallon, and then a hit from Tristan into our teammates. So anyways, a blade goes up on Tristan right here. So the Beguile right here working out. Really great play by Ronan. Just foreseeing, hey, they need that hit. So, and instead we're going to have him hit his allies and remove the Absorbs for us. But now he should have first turn. Let's see. No. So he's still on the other side. Anna, if Anna heals, she only healed Aaron and Brian, but that's okay. Now Tristan can read our cards, so we're going to wait until the very last minute. Nope. Fallon's going to say, oh, I'm ready to hit now, so it's going to be too late. We're going to knock out Aaron. Anna's going to have to be, going to be forced to heal, basically. We don't want that, that player in front though with those stun shields, so we're going to try to kill off these two players, remove their stun shields once again. I'm going to put in some extra damage if there's any needed. We have the plagues up. Fallon does have a blade up, but the plague is going to prevent our team from knocking out these guys in a hurry, basically. Sprightly doing a nice job getting rid of the infection right there for us. Fallon, I think she pulled away actually. I think I asked her to go ahead and allow my ice ticks to slowly eat away at these players, because if she starts healing, at least my ice ticks will still stay on. If we kill them, those ice ticks will be kind of wasted. Like about half of my damage will be missing, and we need all of my pips to basically count at this point. So let's see. Unless she fizzled, I wasn't looking too closely at this. Ronan's going to go ahead and get rid of the weakness on top of him. Or the plague, actually. Cassandra going to go ahead and use Rebirth while we can. Add some hit points back to Fallon so she's not in such a danger zone. And I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, just cleanse Fallon right there. So I think I did ask her to wait and go ahead and let the ice ticks go out and find out what exactly Anna's going to do. If she's going to area heal, we'll get them. But no, she's going to go ahead and send a satyr just to one player. So now we're going to knock out these other two players. Let's see if Anna is going to toss out that rebirth at this point. Ronan and Cassandra actually building up pips. Ronan building up pips. So if Anna throws out yet another heal, she is out of pips at that point. Ronan's going to strike. And Fallon can throw out a Tempest at any time. Maybe I can play a Blizzard. But no, she didn't play a heal. So she's going to go at, again, just trying to protect her hit points as best as possible. Tristan got to blade up, not shield Anna, or maybe... Well, he's got a potential heal of some sort. Perhaps he has a satyr or a fairy for Anna. So anyways, Ronan's got to go ahead and take off the shields, both those shields, to allow my ice tick through, to take out Tristan's blade, to take out the stun shields, and to remove both the ice and storm. As you can see, that'll let my ice tick through, as I said, and it'll let Fallon's Tempest to do full damage. Here we go, going straight for a direct attack onto Anna. We know that Tristan cannot yet play any heal of any sort unless it's a fairy, but it'll prevent Anna from being able to utilize all those pips on top of her. So anyways, Fallon going to I'm going to empower just to get ready to hit, because you know, if Fallon fizzles and that ice tick doesn't kill Anna, then she'll be able to rebirth once again, and at this point we're ready to strike hard again, or at least I am as well. I have the pips. I'm probably ready for another Blizzard or a Frost Giant. So again, building pips as fast as possible, getting ahead of the game in a way. So we take out Anna, take out her pips, not able to heal any of her allies. So now Tristan, last one standing, and he is going to be last one standing for a lot of our games. He's going to play a critical bow. Now we're worried about, you know, oh, what if he does a critical satyr? So we need a stun. I mean, he's stunnable though. if he had played Conviction, he would have a lot more protection against that. But now I don't have enough pips for a Frost Giant. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure. I don't know. I'm gonna play Conviction just to get rid of the card and utilize it in some sort of way. I mean, if he is relying on a critical hit of some sort, then we need to watch out for that. So, anyways, the only thing we can do is Infect at this point, which is just fine. It'll, I mean, if it criticals, it'll be a normal heal in a way. So he does play. Oh, he does play the Sprite. So he's expecting perhaps a potential Entangle. So, anyways, he's gonna bring her up, but we're gonna be able to knock her down with perhaps a wand, and he can probably toss on even more sprites over to her. Try to keep her up. At this point, we're lagging a little bit. We're wondering, okay, what is happening? Give us our turn. So, anyways, Cassandra's gonna build up pips, get ready to use per se a Chewy, and we're gonna go ahead and have Ronan just take her out as soon as possible. We don't want you know, potentially she may have some life resist, so life wand may not be enough to just wipe her out like that. I'm gonna go ahead and protect Ronan from any potential anything, like a Frost Giant, and he's gonna continue to spam out Sprite. So that's going to that's kind of critical, but at least we got rid of one Sprite. Now we need to get rid of that Sprite. So she has 120. He can continue to keep doing this over and over, but we're ready to, you know, hey, we can actually stop them now. And she's building up her pips slowly, and I think he'll end up and eventually cast a Satyr to her just to protect her pips. But now we're getting ready to stop them. And Ronan's going to play the smoke screen on top in case I miss. Cassandra gonna go ahead and take out Anna once again, and Cassandra taking out Anna. That's almost a wrap there, anyways. And Tristan breaking through one of the smoke screens, so now he's the only one left alive. Anna loses both of those pips. I'm gonna take away that tower shield that he's placed up there. So Cassandra, go ahead and just hold on to whatever. If you can blade or if you can shield, go for it, or dispel him. So now he's yanking that away. Fallon's going to make sure he can't heal. And he's going to try to toss something out. Let's see what he threw. Oh, and it was a Satyr. He was trying to use the last round of his vengeance for perhaps a critical Satyr. But Fallon got him right there, pinned him down. And now we're going to hold him in place with this Frost Giant. Going to stun him, basically. And so now he can't place any shields, like storm shields against Fallon. We're going to try to build Fallon's pips up so she's ready to hit and knock him out. And at this point, we're like, wow, you know, he's playing really well, because this is exactly what goes on in our PvP parties. You know, most of the time I would be the last one standing or so, and trying to outlive through like 4 great players that are just, you know, suppressing heals, suppressing attacks and whatnot, and just trying our best to stay in there. But here we go. Fallon's gonna take advantage of his ability to not be able to shield. Gonna stop his heals in case he heals himself. But no, he's gonna go ahead and blade. So I guess I'm not sure if he's able to find any shields at that point. Now he's just open to Cassandra's hit, Fallon's hit, Ronan's hit. But no, Ronan's gonna blade us up. I'm gonna hit with Blizzard. Cassandra's going to make sure that he won't be able to heal once again. So in case a Sprightly goes off and removes the first Entangle, and he tries to risk this turn with the heal or so, go ahead and prevent that, and we're going to shoot in the Kraken. So again, taking them out just slowly, one by one, as you can see, the importance of knocking out certain players at certain times. You know, if you need to get rid of stun shields, if you need to get rid of sprightly ticks, or get rid of blades, prevent someone from healing, knock that certain player out. You don't have to use AoEs all the time. This is the demonstration of why we bring in rank 1 and rank 2 attacks, like Frost Beetle and or Leprechaun. And it's just to basically the point is, if you just need, if you're down, if you used up all your pips and you need something just to tip, an enemy over into death, you're not going to be able to rely on a blizzard if you have just one pip, unless you've got an elucidated somewhere. But why not use a gargantuan frost beetle or a gargantuan imp to do the job through that way? Fallon has her Tempest she can use at any round, therefore at one pip or one power pip. Same thing with Ronan. He's got an attack ready to go at any for any pip cost, and that's all we need. So to make up for what Cassandra and I lack, we bring in those rank ones. So anyways, hope that helps you out. Hope that gets you thinking about what to put in your decks. And comment, subscribe, like the video if you'd like to see some more. And I'll see you in the spiral. GG.